Oh, hello there. Well, I'm Greg the Cool, coming to you from within Phantasm's warehouse, not the comic shop. And what do we have for you today? Well, we bought a collection of 25 long boxes. It was a bulk purchase, lots of doubles, triples, quadruples, and 10 duples, or whatever that would be. Um, it was old retailer stock, but it was a lot of fun stuff, so we had to pick it up. And about 6 boxes of what they thought was $3 comics. So I might end up just putting those in my dollar bin. So they were bagged and boarded and ready to go. So who knows what we'll do with those? I think they're somewhere over here. There they are, $3 boxes, 6 of them, and a bin of trade paperbacks. So those went right up on our eBay page. They're already there, so you can check those out. Um, if you're interested in like first editions and stuff like that, they're up there. Not too many people are talking about, trade paperbacks and first editions. Everyone's all about like, first print comic books and stuff like that. But trade paperbacks, they have first editions, and a lot of the time they have variant covers. Who knows how hard they are to find? I mean, you ordered 10, 20, 25 issues of number one. How many volumes of number one of Avengers or Justice League or something would you have ordered as a shop? 5, maybe 10 at the most. So yeah, trade paperbacks. Maybe some people need to start chatting about those because we come across them quite often, and I think we'll just keep putting them up on eBay. But if anyone's interested, go there and check them out. So yes, it took quite a while. It took us 2 weeks pretty much to sort through all of the 25 boxes. So without any further ado, you can see all the labors of our work presented here, just in little snippets along the way. All right, stay tuned, everyone. This is a cool one. Okay, so I didn't really get any good footage of the collection to begin with, but this will give you an idea of what a box looks like. We bought 20 boxes like this. Bags are disgusting, possibly the same bags from the mid to early 80s, still on these comics. So this is most likely former store stock that was actually never put out, or just, over purchasing, which is, if you own a comic book store, you know that well. But you get stuff like this. So and half of this stuff I haven't even seen. There are 2 copies in here, so we have to rip it open, separate them, and then some of the ones that weren't bagged I have to go through because they had slight water damage. So these ones I'm not even going to put out. I'm not a fan of trying to put that stuff out. I don't want anyone to get that even for $1. And then there's just a bunch which are singles. So we got to go through all this stuff, open the bags, and it's been about 20 or so boxes. I think we've gotten through. I have about 4 left. This is the end of the collection, and then I can finally show off some of the weird stuff that we got in this batch. Mostly DC and 1980s, mid-80s indie books. Very bizarre stuff. Very few Marvel books. Probably 0 key issues, but lots of fun dollar stuff. So stay tuned as we work our way through these boxes. We're almost finished here. And then you'll get to see what I put together from these bins. Stay tuned. All right, so we have another pack here. This is most likely a retailer pack. That's how they come. They're one way, then they flip the spine, then they flip the spine, then they flip the spine, if you can see that. So a pack of comics. This is how they used to come for the retailers. They came in giant, bags. These are probably Golden Age size bags, but they are still in original bags. I don't think the retailer themselves put these together. I think this is how they bought it from Marvel back in the day. Now, somebody who was running a shop back in the day, correct me if I'm wrong. But I just want to show this off because this is something I've been encountering throughout the whole collection. And let's see if it happens here. We're opening this one up. Okay. And we have a Spider-Man Direct Edition. Got another Direct Edition. A Direct Edition. And look at that. A Newsstand. So this would have been a copy, 3 Direct Editions and 1 Newsstand. I'm not, first of all, my opinions on Newsstand comics versus Direct Editions, aren't the strongest. I don't, I feel like that has really come up in the past few years as online generated sort of, I don't want to say manipulation of the market, but just seems like something extra for people to talk about and sell. I don't put too much stock in it unless it is a really well-known newsstand versus direct edition copy. There are a lot out there that people look for that are worth way more. But I just want to show off, like, not every newsstand was on the newsstand. This made it to the comic shop, okay? And I'm encountering this across all these packs. Sometimes it's 1 for 1. Sometimes it's like this, pretty rare, so you got 3 to 1. Other times it's there's none. So it's a full pack of just direct edition comics. But I just want to show this off. Maybe some people haven't thought about this. Everyone talks about how newsstands are so much more difficult to find in high grade because of the way they were treated on the stands in gas stations or wherever convenience stores and bookstores and whatnot. So this is just something else to consider. Not every newsstand found its way to a convenience store and was beat up. A lot of them also made their way to a comic shop. So just something else to think about. I don't know. I just feel like I need to point this out because so many people, it's so lame that it had to be brute force too. Because I've opened up so many great packs and lots of newsstands. But yeah, it had to be brute force. But yeah, so there you go. Just something to think about. I don't know. Just want to put it out there. I don't put too much stock in newsstand books. But you'll find, we'll put these 2 in the dollar bin. There you go. Moving on. All right, well, here it is. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes that came out of the 20 or so box collection. I pulled up just a sampling of some of the stuff that you'll find in here, so we can just go through this real quick. We have just a lot of weirdness. I mean, there is so much fun stuff in these bins that we're going to keep all of this at $1. I don't even, stuff like this that you've never even seen before. I mean, if you have, good on you. There was a lot of Spellbinders. This is some cool stuff from Quarterly. They were bringing in the British stuff early on. Nemesis, Amadeus Wolf, Slain, all in 2000 AD. So lots of Vigilante if anyone needs to fill their runs, New Teen Titans, even some iconic Superman books, lots of Justice Machine and Warlord if you want to complete runs on that. I'm pretty sure we could do it. ElfQuest there was a good amount of. Alex Toth in the dollar bin, there you go. It's a lot of Warlord as you saw. A bunch of different Michael Moorcock mini-series from First. Remember those? Let's see. A lot of Justice League. So there's a lot of Justice League Europe and from that era. So this was a 1980s, like 82 to 86 era of comic books. So a lot of weird different stuff in here. This one was really cool. Let me show this one off. No idea what this is, but interesting. Let's see, some Gru from Sergio Arones. Let's see, what else do we got here? A lot of the Kirby stuff from PC, a lot of Captain Victory, probably a full run of it, and a lot, I picked this one up just to show it off, but a lot of Cerebus, probably like this much here, and then throughout the rest of the bins. I think this might have been the only Charlton comics I saw, but that's in there. So put that in there. This cool Iliad, the Discovery. Always love this comic myself. When I see it, I pick it up, and there's a few other ones in there too. So lots of just weirdness, warp, a lot of first publication stuff, a lot of Now Comics publication stuff. Vigilante, if you need to complete your run, probably got you covered. Same with Doc Savage, a lot of that stuff. And some of it was already bagged and boarded in nice new ones, so I did not change them. So this is all Archie up here. Dreadstar, there's a lot of that. Hug a Bunch, I'm not exactly sure what that's about. Just some cool stuff in there. Here's some more stuff that I just never seen before, you know, like just I love seeing comic books that I've never seen before. If you've been listening to me and watching our channel, whether they're cheesy and just weird, it's just fun to see things that you haven't seen a million times over. Like, what is this? Don't know. But, you know, Troll Lord, I don't know, Macabre. So there's just so much going on in these bins. Oops. Got a few background, I'll fix that later. There's this one. Huge run of Kaimu. Big run of that if you're into that sort of stuff. Shock Therapy. Huge run of Grimjack if you want it. A bunch of Swamp Things from the later run. And Mai the Psychic Girl, or May Psychic Girl, how do you say that? Leave it in the comments if you know the correct pronunciation. What is The Face? I have no idea, but Ace Comics put it out. A lot of Spirit. Shade the Changing Man, I think that's the only copy that we have. This was cool. I have no idea what this is, but it's just these things that you don't see, you know? Put two of them in there. There they are. A lot of Grendel. I don't know, what are you? What is this? Blanking on the publisher. How lame. Sorry, everyone. Who's screaming at the screen right now? Yeah, Mirage Studios. Lame. Sorry. Take my comic book license away. Talons. Like, what is this? You know? Thrilling Science Tales. A lot of stuff that you'd see on Cartoonist, Kayfabe. Just some cool outlaw comics. A lot of quarterly, so if you're looking to fill some runs there, this Green Lantern run, martial law, I'm pretty sure we have the complete series of that. Just like weirdness. Again, here's some more of the Michael Moorcock stuff. A good amount of Zot too is in the bins. Vigilante. Let's see, Captain Carrot. A lot of Captain Carrot in here. A lot of Hawk World and Matsumoto's Captain Harlock. There's a handful of comics in here from the late great Matsumoto. So there you go. Alright, so now you guys have seen what we brought over here and what we've been working on for probably close to 2 weeks. Anytime I found time to get those bags off these sets, I did it. So it took some time, but these are the 9 bins that were ready to sell, and it turns out that there's 10 other bins of just doubles and triples, but I don't know what I'm going to do with those, and possibly just bulk those out. And somewhere along the line we lost out on some bins, so that's just part of the game. That's why you don't pay full high prices for bins, because really you're always going to wind up with less. There's going to be damaged comics, there's going to be less. The comics are taking up more space than you actually think they are. So once I took them all out of the bags and condensed everything down, this is what we're left with. So even though you pay for 25 or whatever it was boxes of comics, or close to, I don't even know what it was at this point. I don't remember. But whatever, the point is, you might be paying for 25. Be prepared to only have 20 sellable boxes. At the moment, I think we only have 19 from this lot. So it's fine. You know, I'll make the money back just fine. We'll be, there's no worries here for me, but just be aware when you're out there buying bulk if you want it. This is what you're going to have to deal with most of the time. Okay, and to top everything off, I thought I'd share some of the submissions I'm going to make to CGC from this collection. That's right, everybody. We're going to send some books in, and I tried to pick some fun, weird books for CGC to have a good time with. So, starting it off with Life Brigade #1. Had a little bit of a horror one here. 39 Screams, issue #1. All black cover there. That should be interesting to see what they do with it. Thieves #1. Now, is this The Own or Theone? #1. I guess we'll have to. I didn't have a bag and board big enough for this one, but this is the Arctic Comics. It does have a sticker on it, so we can see what we can do about that. But all of them came with the sticker, printed in Canada. So that was lovely. It's a very eye-catching, bold cover for Spaced, issue 10, just random. I really like this one. The Warriors, the beginning, looked pretty high grade, and this, just Wabbit Wampage. Nice high grade copy. I had to send that in. It's random, but looks nice. I love cosmic covers with space backgrounds like this. So, Marvel was doing a lot of these in the 80s with these really cool backgrounds for stars. And then they kind of switched it up. But Troll Lords, good holiday cover there. That should be interesting. This is probably the most common one that, has been widely seen by people. Tales of Terror. Seemed like a pretty high-grade copy, and I love my horror stuff, so had to get that one. Swift Shore. I mean, this is just an outrageous cover. Codename Andromeda. What is the Face? That's right, we saw it in the bins, and I'm sending a high-grade copy to CGC. Hand Shadows. Very bizarre. Not sure. That's issue #2. Crackbusters. Love this book. So ridiculous. Sent 2. Let's see what happens. Cosmos. There we go. Let's see. That one looks real low rent. Cosmic Book. We have the Conqueror Special. Love that. From Harrier Comics. Going to send 2 of those in, see what happens. And then to cap it all off, another horror book. This is more like just stories with some art in there, but wraparound cover, really cool. So let's see if we get lucky with all these handful of books that we got from that stack. All right, everybody. Well, that's everything we got for you today. Thanks for checking out this video. What do you think? I mean, that's some wild stuff. And most of it's just going to go out in our dollar bin, I think. Those are $9 bins that are going to go out on the front porch, make their way to ZoloCon this year, probably. And we're also heading up to Terrificon this year. Big announcement for us. That's our huge show for the summer. I usually like to do one big show every summer. And once COVID hit and things kind of got off the rails, we kind of got out of that convention schedule. Monster Mania used to be a huge show for us, but Terrificon is probably going to be our biggest show in years. I'm very excited about it. So check out Terrificon if you're in the Connecticut area at Mohegan Sun. Should be a fun event. I really don't even need to promote it. People are going to show up and we're going to do just fine. So I just have to prepare myself for it, really. And we'll definitely put a video together for that. So we'll put a video together for that out in July. That's way out in July, so you don't have to worry about that. So thanks so much, everyone. Please like, follow, subscribe, and all that other fun stuff that you're supposed to do on YouTube. And look forward to the next one. I got multiple videos set up, so we are good to go for the next few weeks. Thanks a lot, everybody, and I'll catch you at the comic shop. Have a good one.